Are you seriously out there sightseeing like some carefree idiot right now? Get your ass home, now! And don't make me ask you again!
Excuse me, what's going on all of a sudden? Why are you demanding I come home like that? I'm in France, Ray. Even if I did want to come home right away, it would be impossible.
Then get on the next damn flight! This is not the time to be frolicking around like some clueless tourist! Don't you get it? Something serious has happened!
This is my first overseas trip in years, Ray. What's even going on? Why the sudden panic?
Don't play dumb! The hospital should have contacted you already!
Hospital? What are you talking about? No one from any hospital has contacted me.
That's impossible! I told them to notify you, too! They called me saying my dad collapsed! You were supposed to get the same call!
Your dad collapsed? Ray, are you serious? No one told me anything like that. Is he okay?
Does this sound like a damn joke to you? The hospital just called! They told me he died! They said your father has passed away! Just like that! Gone! Out of nowhere! I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye! I never got to repay him for everything he did for me!
Oh my God.
There's a lot to plan now. The funeral, arrangements, the wake. You're his daughter-in-law. You have responsibilities. You need to cancel your little vacation immediately and get your ass back here to help.
I can't just cancel everything on a whim. This trip has been planned for months. It's our last day here. I even signed up for a group tour. People are already waiting downstairs.
Then cancel it! Who cares about your wine tastings and photo ops? My father is dead! You seriously plan to finish your little tourist trip now? Are you insane?
It's just, this was supposed to be special. A rare getaway, the first in so long. I've been looking forward to this last part of the trip.
Are you kidding me right now? You're actually prioritizing your vacation over my father's death? God, you are unbelievable, Fia! I'm done! You want your trip? Fine, stay in your fairy tale. When you're back, don't bother coming home. I want to divorce you, selfish cow!
Divorce?
What else would you expect? I can't stay married to someone so heartless! Skipping your own father-in-law's funeral so you can sip champagne and pose by the Eiffel Tower? You've clearly lost your sense of decency! Have you forgotten everything my parents have done for us?
Actually, I'm with them right now.
What?
Yeah, your beloved, generous parents, they're here in France. Right next door, probably still sleeping peacefully in the room beside mine. It's only 4 a.m. here.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about? My parents are with you? In France?
Yep, they've been traveling with me for the last few days. We've had a wonderful time, honestly. Wine tastings, river cruises, castle tours, and you're telling me one of them died? Really?
I don't understand! Why are they with you? How come no one told me about this?
Because you bailed on our wedding anniversary trip, remember? This was supposed to be our 10th anniversary getaway. We had the tickets booked, the itinerary set, the hotel reservations done. You canceled on me last minute. Said you had a can't-miss business golf event or whatever your usual excuse was.
It was a critical meeting, Fia, with a major client. If I had skipped it, we could have lost that deal. It wasn't something I could say no to.
Right. Like always, your job comes first. You always find a reason to ditch our plans. I was furious, devastated even, but I didn't want to waste the trip or sit alone for a week in Europe. So I asked your parents on a whim. Figured they'd say no, but they jumped at the chance. said it'd been years since they traveled and that they were thrilled to spend time with me. It's actually been really lovely.
So my dad is actually alive? And just sleeping in the next room?
Very much alive. Snoring a little even. So no, James, I'm not flying home. And if you want to go through with that divorce, then by all means, knock yourself out.
What the hell is going on? I swear I got a voicemail from the hospital. They said your father has passed. It sounded serious. I even called back and told them to notify you too.
Well, clearly someone messed up, because I didn't get any call. And your father? He's just fine. So maybe check that voicemail again. Make sure it wasn't for someone else's father.
I'll call the hospital again. This doesn't make sense.
You do that. And in the meantime, I'll be enjoying the last day of our trip with the people who actually bothered to show up.
Fia, wait!
No, Ray. You want to scream at me, accuse me, threaten me with divorce, all because you couldn't bother to keep track of your own plans, your own voicemail, your own parents? You ruined our anniversary. I salvaged it with kindness. So next time you decide to throw accusations like knives, check who you're actually aiming at.
Good morning, Fia. Sorry to bother you so early, but I just got a strange message from my son, Ray. He asked, "Are you really alive? Is your body okay? Do you happen to know what that's about?"
Good morning, David. Yes, I think I can explain that. Apparently, Ray got a call from the hospital saying you had passed away. I told him you were alive and well in France, but it must have shaken him up. I guess he needed to hear it from you directly.
Wait, the hospital told him I died?
I know, it's bizarre. It must have been some kind of mistake or a misdial. I even contacted my own parents just to be sure nothing had happened to them, but they're totally fine.
Strange indeed. So it wasn't me, and it wasn't your father either. I wonder, what if it was the father of the woman Ray's been cheating with?
What?
Fia, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. You might have already suspected it, but Ray has been cheating on you. He's been seeing someone else.
What? I had a weird feeling something was going on, but to hear it confirmed like this. Wait, how do you know?
It was pure coincidence. My wife and I went on a ski trip not long ago, our first getaway in ages. And who do we see at the same inn? Ray with another woman.
That's horrifying. What are the odds?
Exactly. It was awkward, to say the least. As soon as we got home, we started looking into it, both of us, thoroughly. And unfortunately, our suspicions were spot on. We wanted to tell you, but then you invited us to this France trip. We thought maybe it would be better to talk after the trip, not during.
I had no idea you both knew.
My wife and I think of you as our own daughter. But if you and Ray get divorced, we probably won't get to see you anymore. So, selfish as it may sound, we agreed to come on this trip because we wanted to make one last memory with you.
That explains it. When I invited you last minute after Ray suddenly bailed, you were both so eager to come along. You even insisted on paying for everything. I thought it was generous. Maybe a bit overly generous, but now it all makes sense.
I'm sorry you had to hear all this now on the last day of the trip. I know it's not exactly the note you want to end a vacation on.
No, you're wrong. I feel great. I'm actually relieved to hear that you both feel the same way I do.
Wait, what do you mean?
You were right to suspect something. I noticed it too. Ray forgetting our anniversary, emotionally pulling away. I realized not long ago that we were already over as a couple, so I'd already decided, once we got back from this trip, I was going to start preparing for divorce.
You had?
But the moment I made that decision, I thought of you two. You've always treated me like family, like your own daughter. And the thought of not seeing you anymore, just because I'd be divorcing Ray, it really hurt. So I invited you along on this trip, hoping to create one last beautiful memory together.
Fia!
I'm going to divorce Ray, but even after that, could we please stay in touch? I'd like to still be part of your lives, if that's okay.
Of course, I'd be honored. Honestly, it means so much to hear you say that. We'd love nothing more than to keep you in our lives. You'll always be family to us.
It really does feel like we're a real family, doesn't it? Well, shall we go grab some breakfast? Is your wife up yet?
She's next to me, crying tears of joy. She thought she'd never see you again after the divorce.
Aw, let's wait until she's done crying. Then we'll meet up. It's our last day in France. Let's enjoy it together, just the three of us.
My bad, Fia. Looks like I just totally misunderstood the situation. Don't worry about anything back here. Just enjoy your trip, all right?
Misunderstood?
Yeah, well, stuff happened. But more importantly, thanks for inviting Mom and Dad on the trip. You're such an amazing wife, stepping in to give them the time of their lives in my place.
Excuse me? Weren't you the one calling me a worthless bitch not too long ago?
Huh? Did I say that? I don't even remember. You're making a big deal out of nothing, babe.
Don't try to play it off like a joke. How the hell does someone misunderstand their own father's death? Was it a prank call from the hospital or what?
Not exactly a mistake, but kinda? Anyway, no need to stress about it. By the way, when are you coming back to the States? If you want, I can pick you up from the airport.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm not coming back to a house where a cheating bastard like you lives.
What?
The moment I land, I'll be heading straight to your parents' house. They were kind enough to offer me a place to stay until I get back on my feet. Funny how your parents have more compassion than you ever did.
Wait, hold on. Are you calling me the cheating bastard?
Oh, who else would I be talking about? Besides, me not being around should work in your favor, shouldn't it? You'll need the extra time now that your mistress's father suddenly died. You must be busy planning the funeral and all.
What the hell?
Once the divorce paperwork is finalized, I'll send it your way. All you'll have to do is sign and send it back. After that, you're free to marry your mistress or whoever the hell you want.
Wait, just hold on. What are you even talking about? I didn't cheat on you. And what's this about her father dying?
Oh, please, stop pretending. I already know everything. Your parents told me everything.
Dad told you?
They saw you, you know. Stumbled right into your little love getaway, and right after that, they hired a private investigator. They've got all the proof. They're handing it over to me once I'm back in the States.
What? No way! They hired a PI?
Yep, and guess what we found? You've been seeing that woman for 3 years.
Wait! A whole investigation? When did this even start? How long have you known? We've known for 6 months, you moron!
How could you do this? You have a wife, a kind, loyal wife, and this is how you repay her?
Dad?
You know, I'll never forget that day. Your mother and I had gone out of town planning to relax at a ski resort. And what do we see? You frolicking around with some young girl like a damn fool!
You saw that trip?
You were hanging all over her like a teenager in heat, laughing, touching, not a care in the world. You ruined that vacation for us.
I can explain, I swear!
We looked into it afterward, of course. Turns out you've been spending a lot of money on her. And the kicker, you even held a damn wedding ceremony with her. 2 people, alone, in secret. When your mother and I heard, we nearly fainted. Our own son. This much of a disgrace?
It wasn't like that! I didn't want to do the ceremony! Her dad collapsed. They said he didn't have long to live. She begged me, said he wanted to see her in a wedding dress before he passed.
That doesn't justify anything. You have a wife, Ray, a real wife, and you stood at the altar with another woman?
I didn't have a choice! She said she'd tell Fia everything if I didn't go through with it! I was blackmailed!
Oh, you looked real forced in those photos. The investigator found her burner social media account. She posted everything. You were smiling like the happiest man alive.
What? No! I told her not to post anything! Nobody was supposed to see those!
And from what we hear, you've been pretending to be her husband all this time, visiting the hospital, playing the doting son-in-law, didn't even tell her family you're married. What a farce!
I didn't want to go! She dragged me there! I didn't ask for this!
Then it's no wonder the hospital called saying your father-in-law passed. To them, you're her husband. Still, how you managed to twist that into thinking I was dead? Unbelievable!
I panicked! I just wanted Fia to come back! I thought if I made it sound urgent enough!
What kind of son are you? You lied about your father's death just to manipulate your wife?
Why is everything exposed? Why did you even get a PI? Why were you spying on me?
You didn't leave us much choice. After what we saw at the hot spring, we couldn't just let it go. And yes, Fia told you already. Once she's back, we're taking her in, and the divorce will happen.
You're really siding with her over your own son? I'm your blood!
Then act like it. But no, you threw your marriage away for some fling. We don't recognize you anymore. You are no longer our son.
Wait, what?
You heard me. You're disowned. Don't ever set foot in this house again.
No way!
Fia is a far better daughter than you ever were a son. She always included us, always thoughtful. She brought light into this family. And you dragged it through the dirt.
Dad!
You're going to pay alimony, you're going to give her her share of the assets, and you will make amends. We'll be watching.
Fia! Hey, you're already back in town, aren't you? Why haven't you contacted me at all? Seriously, this is cruel! Didn't I say I'd come pick you up from the airport?
And I thought I made it perfectly clear that I didn't want that.
Come on, don't be like that. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I know I messed up. I cheated on you, and I'll regret that for the rest of my life. I betrayed your trust, and I'll never deny that. But I don't want to divorce you. I really don't. I'll break up with her, I swear. I'll cut all ties. Just please don't give up on us!
Oh, is that so? That's funny, because your girlfriend called me directly the other day.
What?
She said she wanted to talk, and when I picked up, she started crying almost immediately. Apparently, she lost her father recently, and now she's alone. She told me, please, please let Ray go. I have no one left but him. Please, I'm begging you, let me have him.
You've gotta be kidding me! That woman seriously did that? Behind my back?!
Don't be mad at her. She clearly loves you so much, in fact, that she even tried to buy you off me. She offered me your worth in cash. Said she'd hand over her father's entire inheritance if I'd let you go.
What?!
Yep, apparently the inheritance is around $100,000. And she was willing to give all of it to me as a form of, let's call it, emotional compensation.
No! No, wait! You didn't actually accept that, did you?
Of course I did. I mean, imagine getting $100,000 to hand over a cheating husband. Best deal I've ever made. Absolute bargain.
Fia, no, come on, I'm serious. Don't do this. I don't want a divorce. She meant nothing. She was just something that happened. You don't understand. I was trapped. She knew I was married. She pursued me anyway. And lately she's been clingy, obsessive. She's the one who's been pushing everything. I've been overwhelmed. I'm the victim here.
Seriously?
No, listen, I mean it. Things just got out of hand. I didn't plan any of this. It started as a stupid mistake, and then suddenly she's talking about marriage and moving in. I didn't even want that fake wedding we did. Her father was dying, and she begged me to do it so he could see her in a wedding dress before he passed away. I didn't want to say yes, but she threatened to tell you everything if I refused.
You do realize how insane that sounds, right? So, you had an affair for years, lied to both families, pretended to be someone else, participated in a fake wedding, and continued to deceive everyone just so you wouldn't get caught? And now you're trying to spin yourself as the victim?
I didn't know what else to do! I didn't want to lose you!
You already did. And not just me, you lost your parents too.
Wait, what? No, they wouldn't. Dad was just angry. He didn't mean all that.
He meant every word. After everything you pulled, the lies, the betrayal, the humiliation they felt watching you flaunt your affair in public, they've had enough. Your dad told me personally that he no longer considers you his son. Your mom cried. She said you shattered everything they raised you to be.
But they're my parents!
They were. Now, they said they'd rather support me, the woman you betrayed, than continue to pretend they don't see who you've become. They've already told me I'm welcome in their home anytime. Funny, isn't it? You lost both your wife and your family in one move.
This can't be happening. This is like some nightmare I can't wake up from. Fia, please, I'll do anything. I'll fix this somehow. I'll make it right. Just don't leave me, please.
You had 3 years to make things right. But you chose to sneak around, lie, and mock me behind my back. Even when I was overseas, even when I was calling your parents and checking in, you were off playing house with another woman. Don't beg now. It's pathetic.
But I love you! I really do!
Then you should have acted like it. Love without loyalty is meaningless. And as far as I'm concerned, you made your choice. Enjoy your life with your new bride. I hear she's ready to give up everything just to keep you. Let her have you. You'll make each other miserable.
Fia!
I have better things to do than listen to your sob story. If you've got time to whine about your victimhood, you've got time to prepare the divorce papers and the settlement. Don't make me chase you for it. I'm done with the games. You cheated. You got caught. Now you pay the price.
Please, just one last chance.
No, you had a wife, a family, a life. And you threw it away for a woman who offered to pay $100,000 for your freedom. So guess what? You're bought and sold. Congratulations, you're officially someone else's problem now.
Fia!
Goodbye, Ray, and good luck. You'll need it. Thanks to the unwavering support of my former father-in-law and his family, I was finally able to go through with the divorce. It wasn't an easy road, but having them on my side made all the difference. They understood my pain, they believed in my reasons, and most importantly, they didn't try to guilt-trip me into staying for the sake of appearances or pride. With their help, everything was handled smoothly and with dignity. Of course, I didn't walk away empty-handed. The alimony and division of marital assets were handled exactly as I had requested. There was no haggling, no second-guessing, and no attempts at negotiation to lower the amount. Ray transferred everything in one lump sum, perhaps as a silent admission of guilt, or maybe just to close that chapter of his life as quickly as possible. Either way, I received what I was legally and emotionally owed, and that allowed me to start fresh without being financially burdened by the mess he created. Now, about Ray, it turns out that karma moves quickly. After our divorce was finalized, he ended up getting trapped in a bizarre and messy situation with the very woman he had been seeing behind my back, the one I used to refer to as his meltdown girlfriend, apparently in a move that surprised even Ray himself. She submitted a marriage registration form without his full consent, and just like that, without warning, they were legally married. According to what I've heard through mutual acquaintances, Ray tried to confront her about it, tried to reason with her, explain that it wasn't what he wanted. He reportedly brought up divorce several times, even begged her for an annulment, but every time he so much as mentioned the topic, she would completely lose control. She'd show up at his workplace unannounced, sobbing uncontrollably, and cause a public scene in front of his colleagues. She'd scream things like, "So, you're just going to leave me all alone now? After everything we've been through? After you said you loved me more than your ex-wife?" The drama became a regular spectacle. Her outbursts quickly made the rounds through the office grapevine. And it wasn't long before management decided they'd had enough. Instead of firing Ray, they chose a subtler punishment, reassignment. He was transferred to one of the company's most remote branches, far away from the city and far away from his original team, effectively exiling him. In a way, I almost feel sorry for him. Almost. But then I remembered all the tears I shed during our marriage, all the gaslighting, all the times he made me feel like I was the one who was crazy or insecure just for sensing something was off. This was the life he chose, and now he's living with the consequences, quite literally. Meanwhile, my relationship with my former in-laws has only grown stronger. Despite everything that happened, they never treated me like an outsider. In fact, they made it clear from the beginning that their loyalty wasn't to Ray simply because he was their blood, but to what was right. They valued me as a person, and I'll always be grateful for that. These days, we still see each other often. We talk, we laugh, and we share meals like we always did before everything fell apart. If anything, our bond has deepened. We've even made a tradition of taking short trips together every few months. Just the three of us, me, my former father-in-law, and my former mother-in-law, hitting the road, exploring hot springs, hiking trails, or coastal towns. Those little getaways have become my favorite kind of escape. There's something incredibly healing about those moments. It's not about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about finding peace in the aftermath. About realizing that family isn't just about marriage certificates or bloodlines. It's about the people who stand by you when everything else collapses. Every time we sit down together for dinner or take a stroll through a quiet countryside path, I feel a little more whole. I don't know what the future holds, and I'm not in a rush to figure it out. But for now, I'm happy. I'm finally surrounded by people who see me, who hear me, and who have proven time and time again that I matter. And as for Ray, well, last I heard, he's still trying to juggle his new life with his unpredictable wife, all while adjusting to his new role in the middle of nowhere. He's been keeping a low profile, no surprise there. It's hard to be the office charmer when everyone knows your personal life is a circus. In the end, I got something he never will. Freedom. Not just from a toxic marriage, but from the burden of regret. I walked away with clarity, closure, and an unlikely but cherished relationship with two people who didn't have to stay in my life, but chose to anyway. And that, more than any amount of money or apology, is the real victory.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.